Let me tell you the story about two sellers. One was selling his products fine on Instagram, and the other was starting from scratch with no actual previous experience. And they both launched on Amazon. One of them started making sales straight away and felt like a genius until he started receiving his deposits or his payment from Amazon, and then everything changed. See, sales on Amazon does not equal profit. Today, I'll actually show you two checks that if the seller had done prior to selling his products on Amazon, he would not be in this situation. And yes, of course, these two things you can apply right now, whether you currently have a product and you're gonna get started listing it on Amazon, or you're still in the idea phase and you're developing a product to sell it on Amazon. So let's get to work. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Crystal from the Amazon Sellers Society. We are a certified service provider for Amazon and we support sellers on Amazon in the Middle East. You'll find all of the free resources and how to learn a little bit more about what we can help and assist you with, all linked in the description boxes of this video. Don't forget, we've got a lot of free trainings, free PDFs for you to download, so make sure you check that description box. Now, here's the trap that most beginner Amazon sellers fall in. Sellers see people buying on Amazon. If you do live in a country where there is an actual Amazon marketplace, you see Amazon trucks coming and going everywhere and all the time. And Amazon as a platform, you might even be a serial customer on Amazon. So you think you simply list the product and it's just gonna sell on its own. Yes, Amazon is an easy platform in comparison to everyone else, but there are a lot of things to think about if you really want to ensure that your product can be successful and profitable. So in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Two simple checks that you can do. Number one, demand, and number two, profitability. And in order to do these two things, I'm going to be utilizing a tool called Helium 10. If you're new to the Amazon space, you might not have heard of Helium 10. It is arguably one of the most used and loved tools by Amazon sellers. This is an external tool that you participate in. Basically, you buy a subscription. You also download it into Google Chrome, so you have it in your extensions. Technically speaking, Helium 10 just provides you a lot of data that you cannot get without a tool. So it's just about giving you the numbers. Of course, those numbers, you need to understand them in order to make an informed decision. If you do not have a Helium 10 subscription, the Amazon Sellers Society has a collaboration with Helium 10, and we have some great offers for you to get some discounts and stuff on your Helium 10 subscription, also linked in the description box of this video. So let's get started with check number one, demand. And for this part of the video, we'll be utilizing two features in Helium 10, one called magnet, the other called X-ray. So let's get started with step number one, and that's utilizing magnet. The concept here is we want to figure out whether or not the product that we intend to sell on Amazon actually has demand. Are people looking for this product? Because that's where you need to get started. If people are not searching for whatever product you intend to sell, then your strategy needs to be completely different because the customer is not there. Now you need to figure out how you're going to get the customer to be aware that your product exists. That's why you hear me talk and say all the time, sell products that already have demand. It'll make it so much easier, and then everything flows from there. But it's important to know this. So let's jump on the computer. So I'm on Magnet right now. I'm inside of Helium 10. And as you can see here, if I click on products, there are so many different features. Like I said, we're going to be utilizing Magnet, and X-ray is a feature that will be in the Chrome extension box right here. I'll show it to you in a second when we are on Amazon. So as you can see, Helium 10 operates for a number of marketplaces. Since we focus on UAE and Saudi Arabia, I'm actually going to utilize UAE as an example. The first thing would be to add a seed keyword. How would you look for a product that you want to sell, for the product that you want to sell on Amazon? So as an example, I'm going to say I want to sell this mug with the beautiful Amazon Sellers Society logo. So how would I look for this product? I would simply look at mug. So let's write the keyword mug right here and then click on get keywords. It just takes a few seconds and then it'll give us the actual search volume for that keyword and all related keywords. Because even though I'm looking at, or I would search for the product with the keyword mug, but maybe that's not the best performing keyword. So I really want to understand. As you can see, Helium 10 has magnetized 1,648 keywords. Not all of them are going to be relevant, but still. So for the main keyword that I selected, the search volume is 1,601, which is great. For UAE and Saudi Arabia, I want a keyword, my main keyword, to be anywhere between 300 and 500 search volume per month. Anything less than that for a main keyword would be a little bit too low of a search volume, too low demand on a monthly basis. Obviously, the higher, the better. So as you can see, there's so many different keywords here. Like I said, some of them are relevant, some of them are not. So the easiest thing, since my main focus is search volume, would be for me to click on search volume. And now Helium 10 will categorize highest to lowest. As you can see, home is a keyword that is attributed to mug. However, this is considered a broad keyword. So customers logging into Amazon and typing in the word home might be looking for so many different things, including a mug. So I wouldn't want to use home as my main purpose of selling the product, or my main keyword for selling the product. Gifts for women, Christmas gifts. Coffee mug, on the other hand, works well, and coffee mug has a much higher search volume than the keyword mug. And yes, coffee mug works perfectly for this type of product because yes, I want to drink coffee out of this mug. So as you can see, Christmas mug, because I'm filming this video in December, so Christmas mug has a high search volume now because people are looking for it. This would be a great keyword, but it is somewhat of a seasonal keyword as well. So all in all, I've identified 2 keywords thus far, coffee mug, that work really well. Even coffee cup might work. If I'm not really certain, I can actually click on the keyword and it's going to show me. Here you go. Okay, hold on. It's going to actually show me what a coffee mug looks like. When people are typing in coffee mug, they're mostly looking probably for the tumblers that you know, portable coffee mugs. Maybe that's not the right keyword, but thus far we've got a couple of keywords that have really good search volume and a couple of broad keywords that I can utilize as well. So all in all, this product is not bad. Now, step number 2, turn on X-ray. It's not enough to see keywords that have high search volume and just immediately start selling the product. Of course, we don't want to get hypnotized by Amazon. We want to look in depth and see whether or not there is room enough for us to sell this product on Amazon, being that Amazon is a competitive marketplace. So now we're going to actually move on to the Amazon platform and we're going to be utilizing X-ray, which is in Helium 10's drop-down extension. Let me show you. However, hold on. We're looking for 3 main things. More than one listing that is making sales. So number 2, we're looking that demand is spread out, not one winner. And number 3, we're looking to figure out if there's room enough for a newcomer to come into this category or to this product type. So I'm back on the Amazon page and I actually typed in mug and not coffee mug, because when I typed in coffee mug, the majority of the products were not ads. I'm not saying about ads, I'm talking about organic products, were actually tumblers like this one. And this is not a tumbler, this is like a basic mug. So I'm back to utilizing the keyword that I started off with, which is the keyword mug. And as you can see, Now these products align with whatever product that I want to sell. With that being said, I'm going to be opening Helium 10 here in the drop-down extension and then clicking on X-ray. And essentially what's going to happen now, Helium 10 is going to literally X-ray the whole entire page and just give me all of the information. You want to get started selling on Amazon in the UAE, but you don't know what to sell. Good news, I'm hosting a free and exclusive masterclass where I walk you through the details of how to do product research, how to validate products to sell successfully on Amazon.ae. This is an exclusive masterclass. You are able to apply right now and see if you get the link to attend. Since 2019, the Amazon Sellers Society has supported thousands of sellers on Amazon.ae. I'll be sharing with you in the masterclass our free as well as paid services, and I'll be sharing with you some exclusive tips and tricks. You don't want to miss it. All the details in the description box below. So as you can see, it's giving me all of the averages, the average revenue, the total revenue, the average selling price, and a lot of different information. But what I'm interested and intrigued in is the information that I told you before. Now, anything that says SB or SP is basically sponsored. So I'm just looking at the products that have no sponsors, the products that are selling just organically. And as you can see, yes, there are sales at 21 to 31. This one, basically the cute ceramic dog mug, has sold 63 units for the last month. However, 83 units with the Cuisine Art letter J printed porcelain mug. There are sales, but not something that is very major, and most of the sales are coming at low priced products. So I wouldn't say this is a product that is performing incredibly well. It just seems that people do not want to buy a mug like this. They're mostly looking for tumblers on Amazon. What do you think? Looking at the numbers here, would this be a good product? Would this be a good product for you to sell on Amazon? Yes or no, looking at these numbers. Now, not only am I looking at the sales per month, I'm also going to be able to look at the revenue, a little bit more information about the BSR, the fees, ratings, reviews. Sometimes the information is a little bit delayed or requires a little bit more manual work, but all in all, the information is very clear and it's easier than jumping from product to product. Now, with that being said, if you have Helium 10 also loaded on your in your Chrome extensions, you'll also notice that your Amazon seller page actually looks a little bit different, and you're able to generate the information directly without having to click and enter into each product page. Now, moving on to check number 2, and that's profit. In order to check the profit of a product, we're going to be utilizing the profitability calculator also from Helium 10. Now, this is a very important part because this is the part where most sellers actually miss, because sales on Amazon and just selling units does not equal profitability. A lot of sellers just launch the product at the price, taking into consideration only the cost of the product and forgetting about all of Amazon's fees. There's not a lot of Amazon fees, but there are a couple of Amazon fees that you should be very much aware of so that you can price your product accordingly and ensure that you are selling at a profit. Now, that's if you have a product. What if you don't have a product and you're in the idea phase and you want to figure out whether or not you can actually sell this product based on how much it's going to cost you to manufacture it? You would use the same thing, but you would need to add different information that you might get from your manufacturer prior to buying the product. Let's move on and let's go back to Amazon. I'm back to the Amazon page, but this time when I opened the Chrome extension, I actually clicked profitability calculator. And I actually went into a product page of a product that's very similar to what I want to sell. As you can see here, you can select whether you want to sell it FBA or FBM and then make the calculations accordingly. How much do I want to sell the product for? Let's assume I want to sell the product for 50 dirhams. I would need to make sure that the dimensions of the product are correct. Let's say it's correct, but let's say the weight is actually not 5 kilos. but 0.5, meaning 0.5 grams. Outbound shipping weight would be 0.6, and now it's considered a standard parcel out of the 5 tiers of FBA. What does this cost me to manufacture? Let's say it costs me 15 dirhams. What is the freight cost per cubic meter? Let's say I'm shipping it at the height of demand, and let's say it's 650. So basically per unit, it is about 0.86 dirhams, which is fantastic if that would be the case. Now, the FBA fee, which is based on the size and weight of this product, would be 850 if I were to sell the product, and the referral fee would be approximately 5 dirhams. To ensure that the referral fee is correct, make sure that you select the category. In this case, I want to put it under the home category, so it's 5 dirhams and 50 fils. And the storage, which is charged on a monthly basis per product, is 0.09 dirhams for this particular product. So all in all, these are the fees that I'm paying. And I want to add on top of that the manufacturing fee so that I can get the correct net. So as you can see here, if I were to sell the product at 50 dirhams, taking into consideration manufacturing and shipping the inventory, if I were manufacturing it outside of the UAE and shipping it from outside of the UAE, fulfillment and FBA would be 20 dirhams. The margin is 40%. But of course, these are the fixed fees. On top of that, there are variable fees such as marketing, on Amazon and off Amazon that you would need to take into consideration. But all in all, this is how you do your profitability. Now, with that being said, I just added this number here without actually looking at the marketplace. And certainly, if I want to sell a product on Amazon, I need to figure out whether or not 50 dirhams would be logical for a mug based on the market itself. Yes, on Amazon, I have the right to sell my product at any price that I deem logical as a seller, but at the end of the day, this is a marketplace where there are other sellers selling their products. So you also need to be logical in a sense where you need to think and consider 2 things when you are pricing a product. Number 1, you need to consider the margins that you are comfortable with. And number 2, you need to consider every other seller selling on the platform and create your pricing accordingly. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up so that we can keep creating content that helps and supports you. I'll see you in another video with more information. Bye.